This is what happens to Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch in Avengers number 16.
My guys.
Cover date, May 1965. Title, The Old Order Changeth, by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The Avengers team, which at this point is Giant Man, the Wasp, Iron Man, and Thor,
Pretty classic team.
are in battle with the Masters of Evil,
Classic villain.
consisting of the Melter, Black Knight, Enchantress, and the Executioner.
Of course, yeah.
Stasia, you got any of those?
No. I'm like, this is what people must feel like when I'm talking about X-Men stuff.
Yeah, I barely listen when you talk about X-Men.
That tracks.
After the fight, the team discusses how maybe they should take a break, and then smoke starts filling the room, coming from an arrow. It's Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yeah.
Hawkeye's like, hey man, I want to join the team. I've had a pretty bad rap.
Is this when he's been Ronin?
No,
no, that's
no.
much
Ronan's later, but this is kind of his face turn. He starts off villainous.
Oh, okay.
Or kind of, yeah.
Yeah. And then this is where he's like, but I want to be an Avenger now.
Back in the day, we could just walk into a place with your resume in hand and be like, I want a job.
And the best way to ask somebody for a job is to throw a smoke arrow in their office.
Oh, it gets even better. He has Jarvis bound up.
Oh, because he was probably trying to stop him.
It's just a misunderstanding.
And then he frees him by firing 3 arrows at the same time that hits all of his bindings. Like,
That's actually pretty cool.
they're like, all right, he's a good guy.
I kidnapped you, but I let you go.
Iron Man takes a submarine to the ocean to ask Namor if he'd like to be a part of the Avengers.
I doubt he would.
Namor says no.
Yeah, that tracks. He belongs in the X-Men because he's a mutant.
He belongs
That's
on
way later.
He belongs on his own.
In a Swiss chalet, Quicksilver and a black-haired Scarlet Witch. Odd. It's always been like an auburn or something.
Misprint.
I think it stays that way. They read in the newspaper that the Avengers are accepting new members. So they would rather join the Avengers than the X-Men because they want to ignore the fact that they're mutants.
Is this where we get the Quicksilver Scarlet Witch as the Avengers members for a while?
Maybe. The Avengers hold a press conference to announce their Hawkeye membership, and Tony Stark meets with Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. And this is where a reporter claims that the X-Men have publicly stated that these two are no longer a menace to society.
I'm glad they checked.
Iron Man makes a comment that the Avengers don't know each other's secret identities.
What?
So none of the Avengers know who each other are. I didn't know this.
That seems crazy. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Tony Stark wasn't public until way later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that, but I could have sworn some of the others probably
This
knew.
is the same thing as the Justice League, right? Sorry, we're dipping a toe into DC here, but like nobody knows who Batman is, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people do know now, but that's
Yeah,
because
but I mean-
comics have been around forever.
Right. But like back then, that was very similar. I think this is the issue with government teams. X-Men's like a family. You know each other.
But the fact that the team doesn't know who each
That's
other is
crazy.
crazy.
Donald Blake is still being a doctor out somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
During all this, Captain America, they've been like cutting back and forth, has been on his own side adventure trying to get back from his last mission, in which he does say that he has spent years mastering the dangerous and difficult art of combat gymnastics.
He's good at handstands and flips.
I have no words for this.
Where
it's
did he-
Jim Kata. Scarlet Witch is now, they've been brought into the team. She comments that their camaraderie is much different than the fear and mistrust of the evil mutants. And Giant Man, the Wasp, and Iron Man all then take a leave of absence from the team.
Oh, so they all just quit.
So the issue ends with a press conference with the new team of Avengers: Captain America, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and Hawkeye.
All right.
Dark Avengers setup.
These are just Avengers.
No, I mean now.
But you're not wrong. They were all like 3 of them were former villains.
Yes.
Yeah.
The end.